Not much of a sunshine day, but we're out here. Take a plane, a train, and a bus to get off where we sorted. It's been quite the journey. I'm getting in on this. Like literally everybody got off of that train to get onto this bus. It's pretty crazy, but it works out that way. Mark T or something? Say? Easier? Yeah, mates. Let's get it. It'll be easier. Sorted, you know what I mean? Don't fight. Breakfast, lunch, dinner. Let's go. Thank you, brother. Let's get in on this, shall we?
How many have you got left? Have you got more than 10? I find that really dry.
Eating or drinking on the coach. I'm already breaking the rules. So it's like this. TikTok, the clock don't stop. Everywhere you go, there's something on the clock. There's something to catch a bus, to catch a train, to catch a plane. It doesn't stop for anyone. It feels good to be on time. You know, so many times that you're not on time and things get rushed and delayed or miscommunicated and you get disheveled and you gotta realize the clock don't stop. It's one of the biggest things of our lives is we're on the clock, and I think a lot of us take it for granted. We don't live now. I came on the train and the guy was going, he was saying, I've never been to Stratford Station. I've lived in London my whole life. He was about 50, 60 years old. And not once have you ever been to your city. I mean, not once taking the time to go somewhere else and see something new. As I drink, as the things go on, that's the type of shit I'm talking about. You know, our clock is ticking. I can feel it ticking in my heart. And the more places that I go and the more people that I see, I'm grateful to be alive. I'm grateful that my heart is still on the clock and still TikTok. You know, most people are just doing apps, but I'm literally living, you know, while I can, doing the most while I can cut the cord while it's high. Last night was in London town. I was getting there bored. They said the museum was going to close at 5. It did. And we got there at 3. But it still gave me like an hour and a half to fuck around in there, even though I didn't get to see the Rosetta Stone. I got to see sarcophaguses. I got to see mosaics from the Greek era. I got to see Polynesian, you know, deals and shit like that. It was amazing to be able to see with my own eyes while I'm alive. And that's what I've been trying to encourage people to do, is to be in their life, be in the now. You know, like it's a real simple thing to say, but it's not as easy to do. And unfortunately, you know, we tend to park ourselves. You know, I get comfortable and I'm like, yeah, I'll just stay here, and then I'll regret, and then I try to push, and then I'll get tired. And it was like, am I tired or am I uninspired? Am I in my own mind, or am I taking my time? And that's what ends up happening. You end up taking your time. You know, life takes the time away from us. I'm almost 43 years old in a week, and it's sunk in on me that I have a whole life lived. Cambodia, Thailand, countries, women, relationships, my body, it changing, you know? I'm almost like the hair. I've always had hair. What am I gonna do when it starts to recede and thins, or my dick don't work anymore, or my teeth fall out, you know? Everything's on the clock. And it's like, use it while you got it. Most people, we take advantage of it. We piss all over our opportunities. We piss on the time and expect everybody else to not grow or change. And even things that we stare at now, I'm looking at people's fashion and what they wear and what their houses look like, and architecture and art. And I'm looking looking at people that said 91, Claude Monet, and I'm thinking if he only knew it wasn't 1991, it was 1891, 1691, 14th century, 15th century, all of it. It tripped me out. That time keeps on ticking into the future. And that's what it's all about. It's all about our future and how we can all be better beings. How we can all live better lives and live with the time that we have. You were born. My son didn't get to get born. There's so many people that miss getting born. Abortions are on the rise. Fertility's on the low. On the decline. Everybody that has their breath in their lungs is blessed to be here right now. And it's time that you go see these things. It's high time. High time. Let me go get my high time. It's high time we do something. It's high time that we live. How's the current state of mind? Current state of mind is headed to Norwich to go visit another friend. Where one door closes, another one opens. The other homies were quite the tossers. They wanted to fight and drink and chain smoke around me, and I just didn't feel that was very respectable. So now I'm in a bus, took a train to take a bus to get back on another train to get to the east side of England. My mate saw that I was in town and said, "Hey mate, want to come on up? Me and the Duchess would love to see you." I said, "Sure." My friend's kids coming to his house, and I was like, everybody's kind of making it weird. I'm an adult male. I'm 42 going on 43. I shouldn't be hanging out with 11, 12-year-olds in the same small room. It would be awkward. And so we skipped the awkward, took a trip to somewhere else, burn a couple days before my birthday, and then get back to London because I had such a good time in London yesterday, dude. I really did. London was lit. London had fashion and had buildings, and it wasn't like these other places like Darlington where it's just so small and no one cares and everybody's angry and it's rainy. I could watch the sun disappear while I left London. It was like light was leaving my life. And now when I go into new directions, I'm renewing my light. I'm not letting yesterday's situations absorb today's situations. Not easy. I still have abortion fears in my head. It fucked with me last night. I had the chance to sleep with some 52-year-old chick that wanted me to be her little magic Mark instead of Magic Mike, and I wasn't down for that. I'm not that type of person anymore, I guess. I'm not equipped to do things like that. I don't know if it's because my mind's not in it. I usually only sexual when my head is in it and my heart is in it, and I'm very sapiosexual like that. So I was quite disappointed in myself last night, like not taking the opportunity to sleep with some old broad. I was talking about condoms in their hotel room, and I passed on it. I went home because I have to catch this train this morning, and I wanted to get some sleep. To be honest, my feet were killing me. So I don't know, living in the now, part of me is like, how much do I want to stretch it? How much of me is 42, 43 and not 22, 23 anymore with a budget trying to fudge it? You know what I mean? If it was me younger, probably my excuse would have probably been I didn't have any money. Now that I'm older and I have money, now my excuse is I didn't have any time. And it's so weird. We waste time. The youth is wasted. You get all this power in your youth, and you get all this time, but you get no knowledge. You have no idea how to you have no income, you have no resources. So it's like your resource is your energy, your resource is your time. So everyone has on the clock a certain amount of time. And that's why I was trying to say, most people be like, oh, I don't have anything, I got nothing to wear. It's like, at least you got clothes on your back. What you should be wearing is your smile, something to show up to. And that's something that I've been really encouraging people to do. They go, Mark, you're so inspiring. And I was just like, no, man, I just know that the clock is on me. You know what I'm saying? I know that, this days will end and I'll be old and dead and I can't walk anymore. And I might as well walk until my feet hurt and bleed and blister, just so I can be alive and see things. I'm like, oh shit, is that Big Ben over there? Now I gotta walk all the way to it. Oh, is that Hyde Park over there? Now I gotta walk over to it. Buckingham Palace? I gotta walk over to it. So it's one of those things that I encourage people to live in the now. I said live now, today, like every day you have a day to chip away, and some of us make it a routine and some of us make it a not an obligation, but I want to say, let me flip this so I can get to the microphone. Not an obligation, but We have, I feel like we have an obligation to our time. Honestly, I feel like we owe it to ourselves and to the time that we have on this planet to live now and cut the routine and stop making things so mundane. You know, people are like, oh, like that guy, I've never been to that city. It's like, why do you live in a city your whole life and not see anything else? How come you haven't seen it be like me in Las Vegas and never going to Boulder City or Kingman or Havasu or any of the other awesome hot springs that are around, like Tacopa? And maybe I'm a rambling man and maybe I'm a traveler, but that's the things that I'm talking about. I'm talking about living while I'm alive, and that's what encourages me. You know, just like, you know, hey, here's an opportunity. Come see my friends. Come on up for a couple days, 4 or 5 days. Sure, I'll be right there. You know, I haven't even booked my trip back yet. Don't even know. I'm gonna come back. London time, birthday time. I said I'm gonna really party it up then, you know, instead of sleeping with some older broad. I'm gonna come back and live up my life on my actual birthday. I got a sense of what London is like and how to get around, and I'm very confident in my skills on what to do when I'm there and what directions I'm going. And you know, I got my bearings with London, and where the north was being racist and dirty and cunty, you know, and cunty is a word too, by the way. Situations where I know that I'm on a clock, and I know that if I don't start, the clock won't stop. It's not going to wait for me to get another opportunity. It's not going to wait for me to take advantage of the time that I have when I'm there. It's going to dock me every day, hour for hour, like a horror on my back. You're getting docked. And most of us don't know that we're anteing up day after day. We're just thinking, oh yeah, I'll just do it next week. I'll just do it next month. You know, no concern for an imperative that what if next week you're dead? Just curious, you know what I mean? What's going to be different from you? And there's a lot of my friends that have had heart attacks. Most of them are dead, but my other buddy, he's been traveling. He's got his truck. He's got his trailer. He lives out of the back of the trailer. What are you going to do, dude? You know, are you going to let not having money stop you? You got life, you know? Like, try talking to some old people in the hospital and be like, they're going to be like, don't waste a day. There's not enough money in the world that's going to fix me. You know, there's just not, you know what I mean? As much money in the world there is, it's not going to buy us any more time. You can't buy time. And that's one of the biggest, like, aha moments is you are spending time. Every day we are spending time and spending in our minds, and I just can't convey it enough that the clock is ticking, and regardless if you spending, you know, you're gonna go spend things on frivolous things that you're gonna throw away later, or you're gonna spend it on things that you're gonna keep up here and in here and grow your experience and grow your memories and grow your connections and networks, you know, or keep pumping away on your phone, keep staring at a screen, keep fucking watching YouTube videos, keep fucking flicking through and Instagramming and all the other bullshit that we do to fill our time or steal our time. You know, that's what we do. We thought it was free, but it's not. It's the most important thing is our motherfucking time, bro. And what you do with it echoes in eternity. It just does. So you can sit there and be a patsy, you can be a pawn, you can be somebody that's just a spectator, right? Or you can be a participator, you can be a player, you can be somebody that's actually engaged in their life and doing something about it. And that was something, the most fabulous things I've ever done in my life is to do something about it. You call that inspirational. I call it inspire before you expire. Seriously, do something with this life and breath in your lungs. Otherwise, you're taking advantage, really. You know what I mean? You're taking advantage of the life that the breath in your lungs, the water that you drink, the shits that you take, the food that you eat. Either you're a +1 or you're a -1. You know what I mean? Are you going to make it a +1? You know, I look forward to things in the day. I literally set up goals. When I woke up yesterday, it whispered to me. The universe said, British Museum. What? Which one of y'all said that? British Museum. I'm like, for real now? Yeah, I guess so. I've always wanted to see the British Museum. I've always wanted to see the Rosetta Stone. I've always wanted to see sarcophaguses and real Egyptians. And there was this person all gnarled up. Their skin, you can see the back of their skin. I have photos. And it was like everybody staring at them like we're staring at a crime scene. We're staring at our mortality. That's why skulls were so important to me. It was like inside of us is death. You don't know it, but eventually it's going to grow old. It's going to hurt. It's going to ache. It's going to fucking Arthur, like my great aunt used to say, you know, get arthritis. All part of the plan, my friend. All part of the plan. Stick to the plan? Are you going to stick to a schedule? Are you going to be the type of person that does something with the breath in their lungs? Or are you going to be the type of person that just like watches the world go by and try to fill the time and it's going to be another 3-hour ride, so let's just pop in 2 movies and call it a day? Or maybe you work on an essay. Maybe you work on some of your poetry. Maybe you work on some of your art, designs, relationships. You know, there's only so much time in the world, right? There's only so much time that you got on this planet. So it's really high time, that's what we call it, to cut the corn high when it's time to harvest. There's seasons for things. There's years to this shit, and it all adds up, and before long, it's that quick. And that's something I started to really realize just how quick life went by. I mean, I'm looking at kids drinking at the pub, and I'm like, none of these kids look like they're over 21. And they're not. They're actually 18. And they're allowed to drink in London when you're 18, so you're already an adult to them. And I was just shocked. Like, this is their lives. And one of the things that just kind of shouted, and everybody thought it was going to be a riot. Nope, these boys were just getting together, about 15 of them, to take a photo and snapshot. That's you at 18. It's the moment, and it's already gone. And snapshot, you're the old dude watching them, like me. I'm 42, going 43, watching 18-year-olds drink, going like, wow, that happened pretty fast. There goes my years. There goes high school, college, relationships, travel. It happens so fucking fast. And if you don't put your hand out to stop the glass, to stop the sands, it's the sands of time. If you don't cup it, if you don't create a cup for it to work for you, mostly States, you know, it's gonna be one of those things that misses us. Like a hole in a cup that you were trying to drink the water. Wouldn't you much rather drink the water than the water evaporate? It's gonna go. It's gonna go. I don't know how else to tell people. It's disappearing left, right, and straight, and all we got to do is put our little hands out, cup that water, cup that sand, and try to enjoy the moments when we can. I really encourage people to do this more often. But more than inspire, bro, I want to be on my level. I want to be on point. I want to be able to be in the moment, fresh to death, fresh back, fresh mind. It's all there up to us, but what do? We keep kicking the ball, kicking the can down the street. Oh, next year, one of these days. And this mate was 60s, and he just now saw the other side of England. Like, what are you doing with your days? How about you get on a train? How about you get on a bus? Just go on the bus with nowhere to go and just ride the route. Get lost. I got lost in London yesterday, and it was awesome. I got to see all sorts of shit I never thought I was going to see because I let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, oh, let it be. And also, I've been talking about the Beatles. I've also been talking about Jordan, and I watched the movie Air, and then I watched the movie Elvis, and I'm all shook up. And we can't go on together with suspicious eyes. So watch yourself, you know. Are you giving your time suspicious eyes? Are you viewing them in a negative light? Are you saying, oh man, I'm just here, this is my way things are? I would have died. I would have killed myself. And I wouldn't have got to see London properly. I wouldn't be on this trip right now. I still would have sacrificed it for my child. And I have to go on. With a suspicious eyes, a suspicious heart, suspicious mind. I have to still move forward. And that's something that's I'm trying to encourage people to do with the struggle that's in front of them, the bills, the anxiety, the heartbreak. That's a future. There is a future in front of you. It's not the same as it is now. That too shall pass. This too shall pass, bro. This too shall pass also happens all the time. We just keep passing by. Every day it's turned into weeks. Before you know it, I've already been here for 2 weeks, and just like that, I landed and 2 weeks evaporated. How? I don't know. But unless I did something every day, unless I went to a museum, unless I walked around, unless I did the morning motivation, it would evaporate. And I'm trying to get you. I'm the only person on YouTube to like get the fuck off my channel. Just put the phone down. Get on a bus. Boldly go, bro. Look at all these people. Look at all these people on this bus going somewhere different, changing their minds, changing their position on this planet, putting their energy somewhere else. That's what I want you to do. I want you to get off this thing and go put your energy somewhere else. Go put your energy in the gas tank and go just for a drive. Get away from the fucking TV. There's a certain vibe. I started to feel it. One of the homies was sleeping with one of the girls I wanted to sleep with. I got jealous. Why lie? You know, he's got a higher libido than me. He can sleep with 2 women at the same time. I skipped on it last night. Jealous. Instantly. And I said, that's not the feeling I want to feel. So either I can keep finger fucking my phone, or I can put it down and go change the tone. And that's what I did. I started watching some UFC fights, smoking some spliffs, relaxed out, and now I don't even remember anymore, but I caught myself being jealous. I can catch myself switching my moods. I can be super happy wanting to post a photo, and then all of a sudden see someone else, and then I'm in that mode, and I'm like, oh, I'm jealous. That's my ex. Oh my gosh, she looks different. Da-da-da-da-da-da. And get into the real world. There's something so much more interesting than not knowing what's going to happen. I mean, sure, we can't anticipate the next flick of the screen or the reel or whatever Instagram photo we see. I can't predict what's the next bend in my road, the next tree, the next bus, the next train, the people I might meet. All the curves are unknown, but way more exciting than this. Way more exciting than this. So getting lost got me found. The further I go, the more I kind of get away, disappear. I'm still me. Wherever you go, there you are. But now, what's my energy? Like my friend asked me today, what's the mindset today? The mindset's open. I had a way out. It would have been extremely uncomfortable at my friend's house with his little preteen adolescent child that I saw, or I never got to see, but I know of her birth and her mom when they first got pregnant. I was there in Thailand, you know, and I think she was born in Thailand and then imported into England, right? You know, they're already uncomfortable about it. They're like, that's going to be weird, you know. I'm like, well, I got another option. Go to my friend's house in Norwich, and then I got friends in Surrey, and then I got friends with the other people at Nottingham. So it's North Darlington, East Norwich, West Nottingham, South of England, Surrey. And I'm visiting North, South, East, and West, North, East, West, and South, actually, in order. And kind of get to party for my birthday in London, hey, on a bus from club to club, getting transported around. It's going to be like king of the castle, king for the day again, just like I did in Finland. So my Finland friends called me. I got to see my ex. I hadn't seen that in a hot minute. Her children. At least she had children. At least she was successful enough to do that. I think she's got like a 4-year-old, 2-year-old, 2-year-old, 6-year-old. I'm not quite sure. I haven't met her children yet, but I'm standing in front of Big Ben in Parliament, and she's talking about her children, and we're both proud. It was a very interesting moment for someone that I used to sleep with and has met up with me around the world, and we haven't talked or spoken or seen each other in how long, and I was just like, whoa, you are a part of my history. You spent time with me. You bonded with me. There's no undoing that. I can't rewrite it. It's already happened. And I'm sunk into your cerebral system just like you're sunk into mine. This whole way up the train, I heard a girl just talking about this guy with her friend, and he did this and I did that. And then she said, and that whole conversation was whack. And I was just like, that's what we do. We track. you track the whole conversation, the whole day. And you're like, that happened? What else happened? What's the story? The daily story, the daily news. I mean, every one of us is addicted to the news, and and news can be addictive too. And then you get in there, and you can be addicted to love. I'm addicted to love. My penis won't work without it. I guess I could slut it up like I used to, and just my dick would just be hard. Well, let's just get laid, and then I'd be giving my energy away. Most girls don't see it that way. They were like, yo, I'm empowered now. I choose which dude I want. If I want something, I can have it. You sure can. Like a crack addict, you can have McDonald's, and you can have the weight, you can have the steak, and you can have the heart attack too. It all comes with it. So it's like, keep spending frivolously, keep spending your energy frivolously, keep giving away your youth and your beauty out over to people that won't respect it, you know, that aren't connected, and see what happens. You only get to spend that second once. 1 second once. And you're shaping it. The motto of this journey. I'm choosing how to write the next chapter. I don't know what it's going to be, or what I'm going to say, or what I'm going to do, and I've already made so many mistakes, and I'm proud of that too. And it's one of those things where I had to arrive. Oh shit, this commercial. You know, I had to arrive in my time. I'm still driving towards my future. I'm still developing my days. I'm still planning the things that I would consider a fulfilled life, and that's something I wanted everybody to do, is have a fulfilled life, you know, be able to get on it and be able to stay there and say, yeah, I did something. I didn't just keep on one side of London. I didn't just stop at the first town. I kept pushing, and it's my mom's name, Kim, K-I-M. Keep it moving. Oh shit, this dude almost got cut off. Oh shit. Just like that, it's the end for somebody. Sheep. There's some sheep. There's some cows. Kind of really in season, really in sync, really in nature. And then we run around cities and commercials and movies, and all we can track is our lives by how many festivals we've been to. There's so much more. God damn, he's cutting off everybody. There's so much more, way more, and you can do way more with your time. I'm telling you right now, there's a go button in me, touching my heart again, mostly saying it's halo and horns. There's a go button in you. There's something that can get you to go. There's got to be a big enough Y, big enough W for you to say, I want to do that. I want to live, and I'll be damned if I die before I live. You know what I mean? And that's a real thing that I'm saying to people. I want to die on my shield. I know I'm going to have a heart attack. I can feel it in my heart. It's what happened to my grandpa. But till that spark stops ticking, I'm going to keep on licking. Life is like ice cream, my friends. You must lick it to taste it. And that's what I was told by a very silvered old fox in Thailand about 15 years ago. And it sunk in on me. I was like, he was like a prophet or a wise man. And when he said that to me, it really sunk in. So I'll give it to you again. Life is like ice cream, my friends. You must lick it to taste it. And I want you to taste your life. I want you to experience it. I want you to experience the best version of it. I want you to set yourself up for goals so that way you can achieve it and not just a spectator, but participate in your own life. Be the catalyst you need to get motivated and get yourself in the motherfucking game, because that sex addiction, oh my heart, let's start. Boy, Marcus saying peace and love, and as always, Chigathon. That means goodbye but not forever in Finland and Finnish, and I will see you on the other side. As soon as you like, share, and subscribe, but more importantly, participate in your life. That's all that matters. Everything else, this. I want you to start doing this. Fail forward. I'll see you on the other side. Peace.